is Ice Cube, representing live from the West Coast. Mike Johns, let's go. This is some of that exclusive.
You are now tuned into Check This Out News. We connect the streets.
I'm a real-time visionary. I move, I market, I dream, I create in real time. I've gone from a dreamer to a realist. I think people don't understand what it really takes to be successful. You definitely have to be a little crazy. You have to see what's not there. I'm really trying to inspire. I'm trying to be a platform of inspiration. You are the most powerful generation this world has ever seen. I was gonna bring the color in business, and it was gonna cost you more to get this unforgivable blackness. This is really happening, people. Let's go! I have to empower younger, brighter, smarter minds that's for this next generation so we can continue the legacy. I have to be fearless because I have to be a part of the change.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage John Donovan and Sean Combs.
How you doing, brother? You good? What's up? Come on, let's get some energy in the room. Woo! My man. Oh, this is beautiful. Hey!
I'm just going to try to stay out of your way today. You all right?
I'm great. This is truly a blessing. This is incredible what's going on here. I'm inspired. I'm motivated. I'm touched by seeing all these beautiful, diverse young faces that are here to learn, here to listen, and to be heard.
Goddamn right.
And Issa Rae, man, she's incredible.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting to watch how you put energy in a room and the room gives it back to you, and then all of a sudden you forget where it started. It's just there. It's there. It's special.
Yeah,
You're a special man.
It's love. You know, that's my new name, Love, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay. You don't have to call me that for the interview, but I changed my name, and I'm Love, not Brother Love.
I know.
Just Love.
When you text me, the heart is now your name.
Yeah,
I got it. Yeah. Not many of us have emojis for names.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, let me start with something that I think is, most people don't think of, because Sean Combs, the Entertainers, where we all think about you, but Forbes named you one of the best business minds of the last century. That's something. And people look at that and they say, well, you have the ability to notice things before others do, but importantly, you figure out how to capitalize on those. So let's start with, what's your secret there?
I don't know if I can tell you my secret, but I can tell you my story. I was born in 1969, and 1968 was a crazy, crazy year. CNN just did a documentary on it. So I get born into all of this energy, and during a time of blackness and I grew up in Harlem, New York, one of the most artistic, rich communities. I'm listening to Motown. I'm seeing Berry Gordy, and it just touched me in a whole nother way. It wasn't just the music. They transcended music. Berry Gordy had ownership. A black man having ownership, actually owning something. It put me on my mission. It put me on my path. And then one day, I'm in the car, I'm 10 years old, and I'm listening to this station called WBLS in New York. And the DJ's name is Frankie Crocker, one of the coolest DJs in the world. And he was the first to play a hip-hop record. It was called Rapper's Delight. And he played it for 3 hours. And my life was changed forever. So I come from this beautiful community, this beautiful culture called hip-hop. Started out as a small, disruptive musical genre in the Bronx, and now has grown to be the most powerful cultural force in the world. When I was coming here today, I was like, I need to make sure I could back that up. So I looked at Spotify's streaming charts worldwide. 41 out of the top 50 songs are hip-hop worldwide right now. And so this is what I saw. This is what I believed. I think my secret is that I believe. I believe in the power of my community. I believe in us. I believe in the art of us. I believe in our value. And it put me on a mission. It put me on a mission to not just want to make music, not just want to be known as a rapper. I wanted to come and change the world. I wanted to come and make a difference and be a platform, be a place of inspiration, but also to be a foundation to give these voices that aren't heard, this community that's underserviced, to give it the light that it needs, but most importantly, to give it the support that it needs.
Well, that's awesome. How about that? You know, Sean, let's stay a little on that theme, because you know your vision you lay out there. You're pretty direct with it, and so when you think about folks here that are technologists and content creators, and a lot of them emerging, just getting their way going, you talk about black is the new black. When you think about that, what is that what's the context of that as you think about content and media?
The context of it is that right now we're in a black renaissance. We're in a black rebirth. There was this experiment that they just had, and me and you, when we had lunch one day, I was telling you there's an experiment about to happen, and it's coming. And the experiment was Black Panther. And you gotta understand, this is our first shot. This is our first time up at bat ever, getting the proper resources, the proper distribution, the proper promotions, the belief that we could be somebody overseas. And we're at, $1.3 billion that film made. What?
Yeah. You know, it was very interesting, though, just to attest to that. You know, we were having lunch, and you very boldly at that time said, this is a $1 billion movie. You hadn't seen it.
Hold up.
And you said, this is a $1 billion movie because I just feel how the wind is and the temperature is. This feels different this time. This is going to be special. So you called it at over $1 billion before it launched and before you saw it. So that was amazing, that the context of that and for your ability to see that.
Just growing up and not having the opportunities, but understanding how powerful our culture is, it just made me really want to empower people. I want to find the next Issa Rae, Ryan Coogler, Ava DuVernay, Spike Lee, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, who changed the whole game for us.
Talk to him.
It gave me a purpose. It was more than me just selling hip-hop, selling culture. It gave me a purpose to inspire. And this is just good for business.
Yeah.
This is just good business. Hip-hop is a $10 billion industry. It just makes sense for us to finally be seen and heard and to have the proper resources. We talked one time, and we said, you can't get anything done without that money. And that's what our future likes. I want to be there to provide all these creators here. I want to be able to provide financial support, not just inspirational support, because you could talk somebody till they blue in the face. If you don't invest in them, then they can't make no move.
Bless up.
Yeah. You made that clear from the first time that I met you. It's good business. It isn't just the right thing to do. It's good business.
Yes.
And your passion is very contagious.
Yes.
So, talk about your new platform a little bit. You're building Revolt. Saw a little bit on the video there. Tell us about your vision for it. What do you see Revolt being and doing?
I started Revolt not because I wanted to have my own network. I started Revolt because my community. I started Revolt because my community needed a network. We needed a platform. All the things that's going on right now in the world, we have no place to go to discuss how we feel. Nothing is expressed through our lens. What we've been brought up to see is the gatekeepers who don't look like us and don't care about us, putting us in narratives that aren't who we are.
Message.
Black Panther just scratched the surface of how great we are. And so I wanted to put my money where my mouth was, and I wanted to create an institution, a place that young people that can't get heard, can't get seen, that are creatives, they could come and they could have a place, they could have a home that talks about these issues. Nobody knows how we truly feel about Trump.
You are fake
We
news.
haven't been able to have a platform to have real talk. And right now, out of 500 cable networks, only 3 are majority black owned.
Now that's up.
So you have to ask yourself the question, is that fair? Is that right? We've been under psychological warfare. Everything's been negativity, with thugs, slaves. And we're not slaves, by the way. We're kings and queens. That's what we were first. Slaves, that's way later in the history. Way so far later in the history. And that passion, that's revolt. It's not for myself. It's for us. It's something that's needed. So when anything goes on in the world, whatever issues, you get to hear our perspective, uncut, unfiltered. And that's Revolt, in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Believe that.
It was, we were sitting one time, and we as a technology company, AT&T, do a lot of things around AI, machine learning, and all that stuff. And we talked a little bit about media and entertainment, and where's the machine and where's the man. And you really kind of turned my head that day and said, whatever we do, we have to do it with a man on the top, a person on the top, not a machine on the top. And so we got to run the machines, not let the machines run us. As you think about taste making and curating and how you get this stuff together, what can you share with thinking about how brands can stay competitive in this new world? How do you keep the curator on top?
Okay.
Major killer.
Let me see. I could just tell you my personal story, my personal vision for when I started out with Bad Boy and all my other companies. I had this dream I had this vision that you would wake up in the morning, your alarm would go off, and